I'm leaving. But you can't leave. Oh, but I can. I used to be a lead for a certain green-aproned coffee company out of Seattle. About 2 years in, after receiving the best possible review with the highest possible marks in every category, the raise I was given was 0.10 cents per hour. $4 a week? You're rewarding your top reviewed hourly employee a whole $4 a week for my documented excellent work? That's literally only $16 a month. Before tax. Hella insulting. I got another gig right away and gave my 2 weeks. And I told them exactly why I was leaving. Not only did they not offer to adjust my raise, our hands are tied. They said I couldn't leave in 2 weeks because we had inventory coming up in 13 days and everyone had to be there for it. No exceptions. I remember laughing in their faces in that meeting. Like, catch me on the airplane. I was flying out to be trained for the new gig. And make me come back for inventory. Bitches. I don't work here anymore. Okay, so this wasn't exactly anti-work. But man, it sure made me anti that place. I love a good quitting story. I've never understood how managers can think someone can have blind loyalty to a company and to making a billionaire who busts unions richer. It's actually mind-boggling how a manager, who is probably not making much more per hour, can have that kind of audacity. Good on you for leaving. I used to work for a reasonably well-known grocery store with a green logo. You know the one. It's owned by an even bigger company that is well known for fast delivery. One could almost say, prime delivery. I had a coworker who worked for that company as an in-store shopper. Their whole job was to take a list of items from an online order and package those items so they were ready to be delivered within a certain time frame. There is a measurement that is used to determine how fast these in-store shoppers are going called UPH, units per hour. Every item is a unit. The higher the collective UPH in a store, the more orders that store is allowed to accept in a day. Now, as I mentioned before, I knew a particular in-store shopper. They were very good at their job, to the point that within a short span of time, they became the best in-store shopper in the entire company. Not just the store or region, the whole organization. Their metrics were just consistently that good. And they rocked it. Always worked really hard, even if they weren't really stimulated by the job. That former coworker eventually got called up to the office for what they assumed was a reward for having such insane metrics. Oh, how wrong that assumption was. They were called to the office because the regional team thought this individual was somehow altering the metrics in the system to make themselves look better. Appalled, they put in their resignation then and there and now work elsewhere part-time while they go to school. I wish them the best, and I'm glad both of us are separated from that awful company. It's been amazing over my working life how many employers believe that you can't quit. I've had to remind more than one that they are in an at-will state and that I never signed a contract. Did they tell you what they plan to do if you didn't show up for inventory? In the words of Johnny Paycheck, take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. My parents are harping me to quit my job because I'm lined up to get another one. I'm just waiting on confirmation to clear my BG and blood testing. Once that happens and I get my training schedule, I fully intend to just work a closing shift and then hand over my keys and turn myself in the computer. My boss has given me zero inclination to give notice. I've lost 20 pounds from sheer stress alone, and at my doctor's advice I've been suggested to reduce my blood pressure. It is anti-work because it is pro-worker. Keep on looking after yourself and telling employers to get stuffed when they try to pull this stuff. Locally owned third-wave coffee shops killed all the SB locations in my town. Save for one. Same prices. Sometimes less. But an insanely better quality. SB really dropped the ball with the third wave. Did they write down your raise down on a little tiny post-it and hand it to you? That's always been a red flag for me. Beautiful. Brings tears to my eyes like a love story. Absolutely beautiful. Loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. The part where they said you had to be there for inventory LMAO. I love this sub. Here's a little something for your music playlist today. https www.youtube.com/watch v equals GJ2IGAIFSNI. But why would you want to unionize op? The Green Apron Coffee Company cares about its workers. How did they respond when they realized you were really leaving? Good for you for getting out of there. With unions, workers don't have to rely on the benevolence of their employer. I worked at 2 different locations of Starbucks, and we used to joke that when people got fired or quit, they had actually been promoted to customer, since they could now come in the store and order around the staff, since the customer is always right. LMAO, what are they gonna do if you don't show up for the inventory? Fire you? I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself. Not all heroes wear capes. Applause, hands clapping, hands clapping, hands clapping. Well done and well deserved. Hands clapping, inspiring story. Thank you. You fucking rock. Sign of the horns scissor.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.